Can everyone hear me? Hit the record button.
Yeah, it's going. I just want to.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the first Tolleson Elementary PTA meeting for the 2013-2014 school year. With a quorum being present, the meeting may now come to order. I would first like to take a moment and introduce you to all our fabulous officers. Ladies, could you please stand as I call your name? Rita Spakes, she is our secretary. Susan Hampton is our parliamentarian, but she is not with us tonight. She is not feeling very well. She's also our membership committee chair as well. Melissa Casper, our treasurer. She deals with all our money. And Audra Norris is our vice president. I would also like to recognize Mrs. Whitfield and Mrs. Curtis, our principal and our vice principal. They are also on our board. Wonderful people. Thank you, ladies. Our first order of business will be the reports of these lovely officers. First up, our Vice President, Audra Norris. You may give your report.
Okay, I am the Vice President. My name is Audra Norris. I'm a kindergarten teacher here at Tolleson Elementary, and I'm glad that you showed up. Thank you so much. I am the head of the yearbook committee, and so I am looking into several different yearbooks right now to decide which one we want to go ahead with, and what I'm looking for is some volunteers to help on that committee. You would be in charge of things like helping round up the pictures, taking pictures of the individual classes, because obviously I'm teaching, I can't do that, and just sort of helping me put that together and being on that committee. So if you're sort of an artsy person, or if you like photography, or if you have a gigantic camera and it's your favorite thing to do in the whole wide world, feel free to sign up for that committee. I would love to have you, and I would look forward to working with you. We will also have, our PTA will also have 2 cameras that we're going to give the school that will be in my room that the teachers can check out to take on field trips and things like that. So.
And thank you, Audra. And now we will hear from our treasurer.
Right now, in our checking account, we have $2,364.83. I also take care of the box tops, and our last contest ended this past Friday, and our winners were for the K through 2nd, or pre-K through 2nd. It was Miss Nash. Her class brought in 487 box tops. So that's $48. That's fantastic. And then in the upper grades, 3rd through 5th, Miss McDonald's class won. They had 399. So total for just those couple weeks, we brought in $415. That's great. So we'll probably have another contest, probably October, something like that, and see what else we can do. So keep collecting. They all add up.
Now we will hear from our secretary.
Okay, I have the membership report. Our total number of members is 100. Total of those teachers are 30. And the total of those that are parents are 70. Thank you for becoming a member.
I would also like to add that last year we only had 55 members, and this year we now have 100. So wow. That's the most I've seen since I've been president. Amazing. Thank you, ladies, for your reports. Are there any questions, comments? Okay, we'll move along. Our next order of business is new business. New school year, new business. To begin with, I am sure you're all aware of the camera that is set up and wondering why. Well, this year we're going to video record our meetings and upload them onto Facebook. This way we're able to reach more people. Too many times we have heard from individuals that they're unable to attend a meeting. Well, this way they can at least watch it and get in the know and know what's going on. Those individuals will not be able to vote like you can, but they can leave comments for us to read. Next, I'm pleased to announce that we are introducing Reflections program this year. This is a creative and artistic-based competition sponsored by National PTA that all students will have the chance to participate in, from kindergarten through 5th grade. With the help of the Alpha and Discovery teacher, Miss Butler, students from 2nd and 5th grade will be competing in creative writing part. Students in kindergarten through 1st grade will be competing in the drawing part. The theme for this year is Believe, Dream, Inspire. And the students will be able to submit their individual work based on their interpretation of that theme to be judged on at the local level here at the school in the first week of November. We will send those top winners off to be judged at state level in January. The first place winners from there will go on to national, and they will be competing for scholarship money. And it's a very easy, very simple way of earning some extra money and doesn't cost PTA anything. Does anyone have any questions, concerns about the Reflections program? Please stand and be recognized. Moving on. The next topic I would like to discuss is the special classroom funds. This is a very, very important topic. These are special accounts set up with our funds for each classroom. We start out with donating $10 into each fund. In other words, $10 for each class. Then for each member who joins and has a child from that class, we donate $1 from that membership fee. For each family membership, we will donate $2. If that member has more than one child in the school, each child will get the same donation for each class. If you have 5 kids, we will donate $5, one for each child. These special classroom funds are being set up with our hopes that students be able to go on field trips or get those needed supplies to do classroom projects. Every month, we will issue a statement to each teacher reflecting the balance of their special classroom fund. Teachers may put in a request to use these funds no sooner than 1 week before the date needed. We also require that these funds must be used to benefit the students of that class. Teachers can combine with other classes to do activities together. If the funds are not used completely up by the end of the school year, they will be absorbed back into PTA. Special classroom funds do not roll over. Throughout the year, there will be many opportunities to increase the funds in the special classroom fund. 50% of box tops brought in from each class will go into that individual class's fund. 50% of total profitable sales from what each student spends at Reindeer Lane will go into that student's classroom fund. Fall Festival will also be a big contributing factor into that special classroom fund, and I'll go over that here in a few minutes. And at this time, I'll take any questions or concerns, comments anyone may have about these special classroom funds. Please stand and be heard. Anyone? Yes?
What doesn't go in the classroom? Where does the rest of it go to? The PTA funds.
I can hear you.
What does the rest of the PTA funds go to if it doesn't go to?
They pay our bills. They pay for other things that we do for the school. When we do a fall festival, we still have to buy the food, prizes, things like that. So that's what that will be going into. We won't have a whole lot of money, really, because we're going to be giving it and distributing it back to all of our students.
Does any of the PTA stuff go for like playground equipment or maybe shade, or is that something different?
That has been something we have looked into. I've actually just spoke with a playground representative a couple weeks ago, and it is very expensive. We're talking the cheapest piece of equipment that they had is about $6,000 for one kid to use at one time that spins. We've looked into it. It can be done. We can try and put forth, but it would take years, a few years to do that.
If we don't do equipment, what about shade? Like over there?
Shade, if you want to do the whole, are you talking about the whole playground or just?
Just even half of it, like where the metal, it's hot now anyway.
We've actually looked into doing like a little miniature carport thing for them to stand on. They're about $700, and that's actually something we've been speaking about. We can try to put a budget for that.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any concerns about that? What do you think about we can, if you would like to motion to, yeah, it is, especially when it's 105. Keep that in thought. Okay. Moving on to Fall Festival. This year we will be doing Fall Festival a little bit different than we have in the last 2 years. The last 2 Fall Festivals we've struggled to get the games up and going and get enough people to run those games. We were unable to give the areas that needed the attention their needed attention. This year, however, we hope to give Fall Festival the attention that it deserves. It is the thought of the PTA that by parents and teachers working together, we can create an even more exciting Fall Festival. Our beloved teachers are permitted to open up their classrooms to run game booths. They may work together with other teachers, and they may work with parents too. The goal for their booth is to be fun and popular, so they bring in the tickets. Why? The monetary value of those tickets collected will be donated into their special classroom fund. 100%, not 50%. Teachers may use the games we have, or they can come up with their own. Parents can help out too with ideas. PTA will provide tokens as prizes if needed, and we will have a prize booth set up where the tokens may be spent on prizes. The PTA will still run concessions and possibly a cakewalk. The haunted house, we are very pleased to announce, will be a haunted library. Mrs. Redden has graciously allowed us to use the media center. Fall Festival will be on Friday, October 25th, and anyone who would like to help out in any way, please sign the sheet over there with all your contact information so we can get a hold of you. At this time, I'd like to answer any questions anyone may have. Yes, Ms. Nash.
Do you know if that's going to be a home game for North Pulaski?
It is.
There will be 0 places to park. When it's a home game, this place is packed with high school people. There will be, nowhere to park. They park all in the back, all on the side, in the grass, and everywhere. There'll be nowhere to park. I've been here at night still working when they have the games.
Yeah.
I've even gotten blocked in. There's no
She had asked if that would be a home game for North Pulaski next door, and it will be.